I'm Todd Cordy with Oceans Unknown, and this is the Manta Wing. It's a 3D printed camera tray made for action cameras and phone housings. It's the only camera tray with built-in buoyancy that can also be attached to a selfie stick. It's designed specifically for underwater video. If you're shooting underwater video with a GoPro, there's nothing easier to use than the Manta Wing. It simplifies everything. A distance underwater is very difficult to judge. The GoPro does not focus up to 1 feet or 30 centimeters in front of the camera. I made the distance between the handles that exact distance so you can use it as a measuring device. Put your hand out like this. Anything within that space is going to be out of focus. You want to be beyond that. So use the distance between the handles as a tool to understand where the GoPro begins to focus. Watch when I get closer to the reef and the fish. When I get within that space of 1 foot, 30 centimeters, everything starts to become blurry. You want to make sure that you're past that point so that everything is in focus. Having a selfie stick extends your reach, bringing you closer to the subject while staying out of the reef. You can get closer to big animal life like sharks and giant manta rays. It greatly expands the types of shots you can produce by having this extra reach. The 12-inch flex arms makes adjusting your light position underwater very simple. It's much more practical and easier to use than the metal arms with ball clamps. I also designed a clamp at the end of the arms that wrap around the selfie stick. So at the end of the dive at your safety stop, you're going to wrap up this whole setup around the stick on both sides. You can see how that the clamp just goes right around the selfie stick. So now your setup is nice and tight, holds everything together, and you can pass that up to the boat. They can grab it from the other side, and it's not going to fall apart. So this is the end of the dive configuration on how to pack up your setup when you hand it back to the boat. More information can be found online at Oceans Unknown. A link can be found in the description below. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the messages in the comments.